Okay, guys, I wrote down the problems we had from the PowerPoint right here. I'm going to plot these points on a number line. All right, so this is my number line. It's going from negative numbers all the way up to positive numbers. And in fact, I think I will use the markers I used last time to color code. So this is the negative numbers. These are the positive numbers. And right smack in the middle is the one number that's neither negative nor positive. That is the magic number 0. All right. And now I want to plot these points. So I'm stuck in an elevator and they get the call, where you at? I'm at floor 3.8. So that is between 3 and 4, right? And actually, really quick, before I know how long my line should be, I'm going to look for the biggest and smallest numbers. It looks like my biggest number is going to be about 4. So if I have to get bigger than that, I'll change. But right now, we'll just say it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? And I know you can't quite see that really quick. I'll get this down a little bit. There we go. That's a little bit better. And then on this side, looks like my least one's gonna be about the same, except negative. So I wanted to go -1, -2, -3, and -4. Okay. So that is what my line looks like. Now, 3.8, right? That's gonna be a positive number, so it's gonna be on this side, and it's gonna be between 3 and 4. So here's 3, there's 4. It's gonna be 8/10 of the way between the two. So it's gonna be right about here, right? 3.8. Okay. So that one's done. Next one, 1/3. Okay. Now, there's a couple different ways of doing this. First of all, you can plot it on a number line. That'd be great. Just plot it. I can plot 1/3 pretty easily. It's positive, and it's 1/3 of the way between 1 and 0, right? Between 0 and 1. So it's going to be, sorry, that's my red marker. Switched my lids here. Kind of confusing me. All right, it's going to be 1/3 of the way between 0 and 1, which would be right about here. Okay? I could also, if I wanted to, I could convert that to a decimal. So that was one of the steps I had on the dispatcher work. I can convert 1/3 to a decimal, which is one of the ones we should have memorized. It's 0.33, right? 33%. Or 3 repeating. 0.3333333333333333. Okay? Next one up, it looks like it's a non-integer, but in fact this is an integer. -18 divided by 6. 6 goes into 18 3 times. So really, if I were this as a decimal, it would be -3. All right, I can plot that on my number line pretty easily. It's already marked. All right. -18/6. All right, next number was -2.2. So again, that's between -2 and -3, right? Because 2.2 is between 3 and 2, right? So between -2 and -3. So this is -1, -2. I messed it up. -2.2. Be right around there, right? -2.2. -2 and 2/10. All right. Next one, 5/4. So again, I could just draw it as a fraction. It's gonna be positive, and it's gonna be 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, 4/4, 5/4, right about there. 1 and 1/4, right? Or if I want to convert that into a decimal, it's going to be 1, right? Because 4/4 is 1, and then it's going to still have one more fourth. That would be another quarter, right? 1.25 is 5/4. Okay. My next decimal is negative, so it's going to be red, it's below 0, -0.4. -4/10. That's going to be between 0 and -1. So it's going to be right about there, -4/10. Next one, 1.5, 1 and 5/10, 1.5. It's going to be 1.5, right there. Yep. Next one is -2 and 1/10. I can real easily make that one into a decimal, -2 and 1/10, right? And that's going to be, starting at 0, it's going to be -1, -2, and 1/10. It's going to be really close to that one. This one, if you recall, was -2 and 2/10. This one's -2 and 1/10. So it's closer to the -2 than it is to the -3. All right, the last one is 12/3, which again looks like it's not an integer, but it is in fact a whole number integer. So it is 12 divided by 3, which is 4. Okay, and I can mark down really easily on my number line at 4. Okay, so I've gone ahead. I've ordered all of these rational numbers on a number line. So this shows me basically, if you like to think of it as all these elevators breaking down, right? This is where they broke down. The lowest one broke down here, and then one broke down here, here, and here, and here, and here, and here, and here, and here, right? So as an elevator repairman, I can say, wow, looks like this area right here is really weak. And so this area right here, I got to go in there and make sure my elevator is working properly. That is